Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have an early Forest Cup tournament, a practice tournament that somebody submitted to me. I believe his name is LunchBox. So thank you so much for submitting me this tournament. And if you want to submit me either Forest Cup tournaments or practice, it doesn't necessarily have to be tournaments. Definitely reach out to me on either Twitter or my Discord, and I will be more than happy to do that for you. I'm prioritizing Forest Cup videos as well as Go Battle League, so Go Battle League as well. So definitely submit me those. I have a bunch of submissions of regionals and Voyager Cup, and I might get to a couple more. Unfortunately, it looks like that meta is slowing down because we're moving into the Forest Cup, so I probably can't get to everyone. But thank you so much for submitting me those videos, and I'll try to get to some of them. But either way, yeah, as I said, early practice tournament. Obviously, this cannot be weighted because it is not May. So, yeah, he goes ahead and he actually goes ahead and wins this practice tournament. So, congratulations on that huge achievement. Definitely super early. So, hopefully, this guys will help you prepare this. Person that submitted this trainer will help you guys prepare and think about a team you want to use. So, he is using Lantern, Mantine, Kingdra, Blaziken, Cherrim, and Ferrothorn. Apparently I've been saying Fortress a lot in my videos. And his opponent, the first round, has Meganium, Mantine, Heracross, Crystal, Stunfisk, and Kingdra. And I do believe he's missing a couple of battles from, I think, round 1 and another round, but all the other games I believe are here. But let's go ahead and start commentating them because he wants to know if he made any mistakes, and I don't know. We'll see. So either way, the first game won. Unfortunately, the beginning and end are cut off, but that's okay. They're going to go ahead and jump into the next game, leading with Fortress, and Fortress will go for that Power Whip, doing nice neutral damage. I mean, Fortress does win the matchup against Kingdra, and as I've mentioned, Kingdra's probably going to be on every team. So, yeah, I mean, Kingdra does opt to shield that, but whatever charge move it is, it's going to be Octazooka. Could lower the attack, but Fortress is going to be able to nicely resist that, going for a Flash Cannon, it looks like. No, it's a Mirror Shot. Excuse me, he has Mirror Shot. I was thinking, why would you go for Flash Cannon over Power? But obviously, Mirror Shot makes sense. Anyway, Kingdra comes in. Kingdra will be going, just doing a lot of damage. Is he going to shield this? He is. Okay, nice shield. Going to do a lot of damage and then switch into the Blaziken to try and counter down Heracross. Let's see what Heracross wants to do. Go for a close combat. Okay, I probably would have stayed in with Kingdra. Well, he made the correct decision because Mantine is in the back. So that was actually a good way to go because now you have the Kingdra to deal with the Mantine, which can handle Mantine better than Blaziken can because that wing attack will feint it down. Kingdra comes in, and all it has to do is basically just try and farm this Mantine down. I'm going to go ahead and take an Aerial Ace. He can't get to another one. If this is an Aerial Ace, it's going to knock out the Kingdra. It is an Aerial Ace. Okay, so Kingdra falls. Going to go ahead and lose that game. But that was round 1. He did go ahead and win round 1. So moving into round 2, the opponent does have Galvantula, Mantine, Typhlosion, Shiftry, Cradilly, which I think is amazing this cut, by the way, and Kingdra. So it's going to be a Kingdra mirror match. The Kingdra will go ahead and go for the Octazooka, hoping to get the shield. It does not get the shield. Doesn't get the attack drop either, but ultimately does end up winning, but did use a shield as well. In comes Mantine. Looks like they're experiencing a little bit of lag. Let's see what happens. Kingdra just faints. I guess they're continuing with it. But let's see. It looks like, okay, that Ferrothorn is coming in. So Ferrothorn, with that Bullet Seed, super powerful. Are going to be able to take this attack. Going to be an Aerial Ace neutral damage, but it's still able to take it. Charging up. Extra energy going for a Power Whip, which is neutral to the Mantine. So Mantine will opt to shield that. And can't get to another one just yet. Gonna go ahead and shield, okay. Could have taken the Aerial Ace, but decides to shield, wants to keep the Fortress healthy. And going for the bait, going for the Mirror Shot. This is gonna be huge if it... Okay, no, not getting the shield. Ooh, that was costly. The thing is, I don't think I would have went for the bait in that situation, because the Mantine only had one shield. It can take a Power Whip anyway, so it was unlikely to shield that, in my opinion. I wouldn't have shielded that if I was the Mantine, but that's okay. He asked me to critique him, to give him any feedback on if I thought he did things wrong or not, so that's why I'm just mentioning what I would do. But doesn't mean I'm always correct anyway. Either way, the mirror shot does go through there, doing a good, well, not really doing much damage, but the Mantine is almost gone. In comes Blaziken to go ahead and fate that Mantine, and then Typhlosion comes in. So let's see, it looks like this Blaziken is going, did he click on the Blaze Kick or the Blast Burn? Going straight for a Blast Burn. Typhlosion will go ahead and shield that. Blaze Kick or Blast Burn I don't think mattered. I mean, even if the Blaziken went for a Blaze Kick, it wouldn't have mattered. So they're jumping into the next game. He is going to go ahead and lose the first game. It's going to be a Galvantula versus a Kingdra. So Galvantula, you guys know how much I love Galvantula. Galvantula will charge up and then switch into Mantine. Kingdra will bail into Ferrothorn. So Ferrothorn probably going to go ahead and just go straight Power Whips, but we'll find out. Aerial Ace coming through, not really doing that much. I mean, it is neutral, but again, Ferrothorn is able to take it. Going to go ahead and go for that Power Whip. And Mantine actually does decide to shield that one. So Mantine will go ahead and go for an Aerial Ace. Okay, that Ferrothorn will shield and go for another Power Whip. Yeah, as I said, Ferrothorn just wants to land these Power Whips, doesn't want to risk the bait missing. Mantine actually does decide to bait that, so the opponent investing in shield really early, both shield, but I guess he wants to win the lead, so we'll see how that plays out. So Aerial Ace are going to be shielded, and Ferrothorn charging up extra energy and going for the Power Whip. There's definitely no reason to bait now because the shields are down. Probably could just farm down with Bullet Seed, able to do so. So this Ferrothorn does have energy. We'll have to wait to see what comes in. Let's see if he wants to go. Maybe he wants to switch. Gonna be Kingdra just going straight Power Whips. So maybe the Ferrothorn can get off 2 Power Whips. So Power Whip number 1. Can he get off another? Oh, it looks like the Galvantula comes in and... Oh, wow. The Ferrothorn actually does manage to take those Volt Swips and get off a Power Whip to knock out Galvantula. A fantastic play, able to knock out Galvantula. Doesn't knock out the Kingdra, but I think that's okay because his Kingdra can come in and just go straight Outrage. So the Outrage will knock out Kingdra, and that's going to be that game. So really well played. Let's see if we have another game of this. I don't think we do. Yeah, we're jumping into round 3, but he did go ahead and win round 2. So I think those are the 2 games that only had 2 battles. But the opponent is running a very interesting team. Mantine, Ferrothorn, Cherrim, Manectric, which is very interesting. A Rainy Cast form, and Wishcash. So we'll have to see. Hopefully we see the Manectric and the Rainy Cast form. But right now it is going to be that Wishcash. So Cherrim going straight Solar Beam, hoping to beam it, right? Not able to do so. So Cherrim, is this going to be a Mud Bomb? Is it going to be a Blizzard? It is going to be a Blizzard. So nice shield to call the Blizzard. Doesn't even need to go for Solar Beam now. Just going to go ahead and farm down with Bullet Seed, double super effective to the Wishcash. So in comes Mantine. So Mantine going to take a lot from this Solar Beam and less of its shields. Because remember, it's neutral, but Solar Beam is such a powerful move. Can he get to another one? It looks like he might switch. He is going to switch on the charge move. Probably, let's see, but it's got to be an Aerial Ace. Yeah, Aerial Ace. So nice switch to catch that Aerial Ace with Ferrothorn, because Ferrothorn is able to take Aerial Aces. It is neutral. So it looks like that Mantine bailed as well. So this Power Whip going into Cherrim. So nice switch on the opponent's end. Might just go for another one. We'll have to see. Maybe might decide to go for Mirror Shot. Mirror Shot is definitely interesting. On my Ferrothorn, I currently have Flash Cannon and Power Whip, but Mirror Shot is good, Thunder is good, Acid Spray is good, so all the moves are good. So in comes Cherrim, going to go ahead and go straight Weather Ball, wanting to knock out, not going to be able to. It looks like the opposing Cherrim is going to go ahead and get off a Weather Ball, so that will knock out. And then in comes Kingdra, so Kingdra is healthy. Final Pokemon going to be that Mantine Ice Beam. Oh, it doesn't have Ice Beam, but even if it did, wouldn't be enough to knock out Kingdra. Bubble Beams don't matter at this point. Kingdra double resisted. Outrage still does a tremendous amount. Aerial Ace is not going to be enough. So Kingdra's going to be able to win this matchup. Kingdra, absolute legend. So when I posted my video about Kingdra is a staple, I had some people saying that Ferrothorn is not the only counter to it. Azumel is. And you guys are right. But you know, I just don't see many people running it, Azumel, but I could totally be wrong, but that obviously is a hard counter to Kingdra. So it looks like Ferrothorn does switch in comes the Cherrim to try and get off these Weather Balls. Weather Balls doing an absolute insane amount of damage. to this flash cannon coming out, doing a lot of damage. Wow, that did a lot of damage to Cherrim. So Cherrim charging up, probably expecting the shield, wants to get enough for 2 maybe. Is able to do so. So another one coming out. This might be enough to KO. Let's see. Well, actually shield, so it's not going to be enough. So we're going to go ahead and pick up a shield from Cherrim. Cherrim probably expecting to get to another one. So it does get to it. He's over farming. That was a little bit of risk. I wouldn't have over farmed that because I knew that Ferrothorn was close to another charge attack. That cost him his last shield. Could have thrown the Weather Ball and not invested in the last shield. Because actually that's not even enough, but I still think that last Bullet Seed would have come through before the power up. I could be wrong, but either way I would have clicked on Weather Ball immediately. Just my opinion. So, wow, Weather Ball going into that show. I'm not able to get off another one. So, let's see what comes out. You do have that Aerial Ace on Mantine, not Aerial Ace, Wing Attack. So, Wing Attack just wants to probably farm down. In comes Manectric. Wow, Manectric gets off a charge attack. If this is an electric charge attack, going to easily knock it out, as you can see. No doubt about it. Manectric, definitely an interesting pick. Looks like it has Snarl, too. So, Kingdra going to go ahead and feint it. And out comes this Outrage from Kingdra. So, going to be able to win this one. Easily knock out that Cherrim. Yeah, I guess if the Cherrim had a Solar Beam, probably would have knocked out Kingdra. But either way, going to jump into the third game. Now, he did go ahead and win anyway. But it looks like we do have the third game to enjoy. So, Kingdra versus Whiscash. Okay, so Whiscash is going to be neutral to these Octazookas. So, just going for Octazooka, hoping to lower the attack. Whiscash will shield. I don't think it lowered the attack though, but at least it got a shield. Opting to shield the Mud Bomb, I probably would have taken that. It would have done a decent amount because Kingdra is squishy, but yeah, I think I would have taken it. Let's see how much it did. Okay, so you would have had to shield one of them, right? It looks like he's probably going to shield another one. Let's see. Yeah, going to shield it. So I guess it didn't matter in that case. So going to go ahead and get to another Octazooka. So this Octazooka should be knocking out the Whiscash. Actually, it does shield, so it's not going to be. The attack does drop, so that's huge, actually. I still think this Mud Bomb will knock out, though. No, it doesn't. Did it? No, it didn't. It didn't because he switched. So that was huge. Still has maybe a sacrificial swap in the back. So this Cherrim, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball, doing a huge amount of damage to the Ferrothorn. Immediately going for another Weather Ball, as I would do. It doesn't want that Ferrothorn to get to a Flash Cannon. It was probably going for Flash Cannon, not able to get to it. In comes Cherrim, so Weather Ball is the way to go. It's not going to be enough to knock out the opposing Cherrim, but it's still going to do a lot of damage. So Weather Ball coming out from the opposing Cherrim. Again, not going to be able to knock it out. Can this Cherrim get to a Weather Ball? It can, and this is going to finish off that Cherrim. So that Cherrim, the opposing Cherrim, is going to collapse, and they're moving on to the next opponent. He's moving on to the next opponent, which has round 4 has Mantine, Ferrothorn, Blaziken, Wormadam, which is interesting. Definitely want to try that. Stunfisk and Kingdra, of course. So this Kingdra is against the Ferrothorn, so definitely not a good situation. Switching into Cherrim. In comes Blaziken, though. So, that's very interesting because Blaziken does resist this Fire Weather Ball as well as Solar Beam. Solar Beam would still do a lot because it's Solar Beam, but just going for the Weather Ball, still chunking away at it, to be fair, right? One more actually knocks it out. You could see how squishy Blaziken is. Opting to shield, wanting to threaten that Blaziken or possibly take shields. Blaze Kick, obviously the correct play would have knocked it out. So out comes the Weather Ball. If this is not shielded, it will knock out that Blaziken. So Blaziken will shield, okay. And Cherrim might decide to shield or might let it go down. Looks like he's going to go ahead and commit that last shield. I think I would have done that as well. Going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball. So this Weather Ball will knock out that Blaziken. But Blaziken shields and able to knock out Cherrim. So Kingdra probably, yeah. No, Mantine. Okay, that actually makes sense. Mantine coming in, wanting to get ahead on energy, has the wing attack, so it's able to knock it out fast, being super effective. Going for the Aerial Ace, wants to get as much damage off as possible against the Kingdra. That does good damage. So what is coming out? If it's an Outrage, that will knock out the Mantine. It is going to be an Outrage, so Mantine will collapse. In comes Kingdra. Farms down, has energy. What going to go for that outrage, clicks on it. How healthy is this Ferrothorn? I don't remember. Healthy, too healthy. So Kingdra will collapse, and they'll move on to game 2. So good game. So Ferrothorn against Kingdra. So definitely a huge situation for Ferrothorn. In comes Blaziken. That Ferrothorn has to get out of there. So Kingdra does double resist. Actually going to go ahead and shield. The shield does make sense. Honestly, I don't think I would have shielded, but the shield does make sense because Kingdra is really squishy, so it would have still done a lot of damage even though it double resisted, right? But so I mean that shield made sense, but yeah, I don't think I would have shielded it. Let me know if you would have shielded that. I mean the shield definitely makes sense as I said, but either way the opposing Kingdra comes in and farms down. Out comes Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn will go ahead and click on this Power Whip, which will be enough to knock out the opposing Kingdra, but Kingdra will shield. Perhaps wanting to go for an outrage. Let's see. Ferrothorn will decide to shield. Okay, it is going to be an outrage. Wouldn't have knocked out the Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn going to go ahead and go for the Power Whip. So it looks like it wants to knock out this Kingdra. So the opposing Pokemon does have one shield. He uses it. Okay. So can he get to a Power Whip? Yes, he can. So this Power Whip is going to still be able to knock out that Kingdra. So Kingdra will go ahead and collapse. Out comes Stunfisk. Oh, he should be. Oh, can he get to it? No, he cannot get to it. This is definitely a Mud Bomb. It's going to be enough to knock out that Fortress. Fortress is so close. But out comes Cherrim. Ooh, one Solar Beam is just going to knock that out. Wow, it can take a Thunderbolt and a Mud Bomb, right? It resisted. It resists both moves. Able to easily take it. Cherrim's going to win this with Solar Beam. Oh, you love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Wow. Cherrim going to go ahead and go for Solar Beam to knock out the Stunfisk. And that is going to be round 4. No, they're doing a third game. That's right. Okay. So doing a third game. So Cherrim versus Kingdra. We'll have to see. This is not really a great situation for Cherrim, bailing into his own Kingdra. Probably shielding. Definitely shielding. Probably an Octazooka bait. Let's see. It is Octazooka, but yeah, you really don't want to risk it, right? So in comes Ferrothorn. So not looking too good. But Kingdra will go ahead and go for this outrage. Let's see if the opponent decides to shield. He does not, knowing that he can take it. So even though this favors Ferrothorn, he's still doing a lot of damage with Kingdra, right? That's how powerful Kingdra is. So Cherrim going to come in and go for that Weather Ball, wanting to knock out the Ferrothorn. So this will be enough to knock out the Ferrothorn if it goes through, obviously. It does. So the opponent still has 2 shields. So Kingdra comes in. Cherrim switches out. Ferrothorn comes in. So I would love to see a video with Jumpluff. I know how good Jumpluff is. Obviously, we all know. But it's just such a good Pokemon. So did that Kingdra bail? I think that Kingdra is switched. It was kind of difficult to tell. It does into Mantine. Mantine will shield that one up, not wanting to take a Power Whip. It's going to be a tricky situation, isn't it? So it looks like this Ferrothorn will go for Power Whip, doing a lot of damage. This Mantine will go ahead and opt to go for a Bubble Beam, lowering Ferrothorn's attack. Okay. So next Power Whip should not knock it out, but it will come close. So Power Whip does. Let's see if it connects, because this is going to do a lot. It does connect. It doesn't knock it out because of the attack debuff. So Mantine will go ahead and go for an Aerial Ace. Not going to be enough. And Ferrothorn might want to go for... did he go for... He went for Mirror Shot? Okay, so I honestly don't know if this knocks out. It does. I just wasn't sure because of the debuff. Out comes Kingdra. In comes Cherrim. Oh my gosh, this is coming down to the wire. Can this Cherrim actually beat this Kingdra? Weather Ball will be shielded. Oh, he's going to win. Cherrim's going to win. Cherrim's going to win. Going for Weather Ball. He had a shield, even if Octazooka came through, right? He had a shield. That's gonna be enough to knock out Kingdra. GG's. Jumping into the final game. The opponent does have Mantine, Meganium, Blaziken, Galvantula, Swampert, and Kingdra. So this is the final round, round 5. So let's see what happens. It looks like this Fortress took a lot of damage. Going to go ahead and take another attack. Going to be a discharge. Able to take it, though. Can get to the Power Whip. Let's see if this Galvantula... Now, Galvantula does resist Power Whip, but let's see if he wants to shield. He does not. Okay, so Galvantula will go ahead and knock out Ferrothorn. In comes Kingdra. Okay, so these electric attacks is discharge. Even though Kingdra's neutral do it, it's still going to do a lot of damage. Discharge coming out. Look how much damage that did. And out comes Meganium now. So Meganium definitely does not want to take this Outrage, but let's see if it decides to. It does decide to. Wow, that may have mattered. That did a massive amount of damage. I guess expecting the Octazooka. So I mean, it made sense. It made sense. Calling the bait didn't get it correct. This Cherrim definitely wants to farm down with Bullet Seed to have a lot of energy ready to go. So gonna block that Frenzy Play. Actually, not farming it down. I would have farmed it down, I believe, but opting not to farm it down. Okay. And in comes... Oh, you know what? It didn't matter because that Galvantula is so low anyway. So, scratch what I said. It could shield that, but it's not going to matter. I don't think. He still has a Pokemon, right? So, this Galvantula going for Discharge. He still has a Pokemon in the back. So, yeah, it didn't matter anyway. So, good game. So, the next game 2, is going to be Cherrim versus Blaziken. So Cherrim's probably going to want to switch maybe to catch the charge move. Able to catch the charge move with Kingdra. Very beautiful play. Probably a Blaze Kick. It is. Able to eat that up. Out comes Galvantula. Okay, Galvantula. I've mentioned it already. I mean, going to take a lot from Dragon Breath, but it's also doing a lot with Discharge as well. And Volt Switch because it's, you know, Kingdra's neutral and it's squishy. And those are powerful moves. So Octazooka coming out. Galvantula does get the attack drop, so its attack is lowered. Kingdra might want to shield. I don't know yet. Kingdra will shield. Definitely a good shield because it's going to be able to farm down before another charge attack comes through. So Galvantula does collapse. Let's see what comes in. This Kingdra just wants to get off a charge attack. Maybe Octazooka. No, just going straight Outrage. Maybe the Meganium will call the bait and... not shield. Yes. Wow, Meganium does not shield. Not wanting to shield an Octazooka. So in comes Cherrim maybe catching the Frenzy Plant. It's got to be a Frenzy Plant, right? It is. So catch it while he's playing really nice. So in comes Blaziken. Cherrim is able to go for that Solo Beam. Going to do massive damage even though Blaziken resists it. In fact, that actually knocks it out. Wow, that actually knocks it out. That is crazy. So Kingdra not able to farm down all the way, but that's okay because Ferrothorn can. So winning the tournament, congratulations. Still doing the game 3 though. So it's going to be Kingdra versus Mantine. And Kingdra, yeah, this is a good situation for Kingdra. Kingdra is a really good lead. It depends on the team, on your opponent's team, but generally speaking, I think it's a good lead. It does require shields at times, right? But it's still a pretty good lead. Kingdra gonna go ahead for the bait, going for the Octazooka. Not getting the shield, that's a little bit unfortunate. In comes Galvantula. Gonna go ahead and farm down with Volt Switch, and then out comes Cherrim. Cherrim not able to get to the Weather Ball just yet. Might want to shield. It is weak to Bug Buzz, so here comes the Bug Buzz. So gonna go ahead and opt to shield that and get off a Weather Ball. So this Weather Ball will knock out the Galvantula unless if it shields. It does. So Galvantula probably looking for, wow, farming up. Oh, I thought that was a little bit risky, but able to still get off the Weather Ball. So that was good. Galvantula shields. And it looked like it was a CMP tie. Cherrim does use the shield as well, not wanting to take this Bug Buzz because that would be enough to knock out the Cherrim. And Cherrim does get the Weather Ball. So ultimately, Cherrim ends up winning that match against Galvantula. So able to knock it out easily. In comes Mantine. Gets off a Weather Ball. Probably not enough. Let's see. No, not enough. Okay. So the Ferrothorn comes out, trying to feint down with Bullet Seed. It does have to take this, what I assume to be an Aerial Ace. No, it's going to be an Ice Beam. So nice play on the opponent's end. So in comes that Mantine. So, not Mantine, Meganium, excuse me. So Mirror Shot coming out. Not doing much damage. It does lower the attack. That's huge. That might be huge. We'll have to find out. So now Ferrothorn is going to go ahead and go for the Power Whip. Not doing much damage. I mean, Meganium is bulky and it resists grass attacks, right? So Meganium will go for the Earthquake. Not going to be enough because the attack was lowered. So Ferrothorn able to get off. Yep, able to get off a Power Whip. So if his attack was not lowered, if Meganium's attack was not lowered, would have been enough to knock out Ferrothorn. But wow, Ferrothorn actually gets to another one that Meganium wanted to farm, not able to do so because of the attack debuff, and he wins that game. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. See you in the next video.